Hey guys, Miguel here in my personal training bay at Live Athletic. This is the more detailed version of the global mobility video that I released to the public. All right. So we're talking about global mobility. Global mobility is characterized by full mobility of the entire musculature of the body. So being able to separate your lower body from your upper body with the appropriate function that those body parts have. Okay. So local mobility is just, let's say my arm, the ability for it to go in a range of motion. All right, so this is local mobility right here, shoulder mobility, all right, hip mobility, that's all local mobility, okay? Global mobility is the entire spectrum of the body, okay? So global mobility is a great thing for you to want to get because let's say something at your hip can affect something at your shoulder. So that's where a lot of issues arise where in shoulder mobility. So you want to have the appropriate global mobility to prevent anything happening from the hip and the shoulder. Okay. So a good exercise here. You just start down on all fours. Okay. You put your hips in a flexed position. So this is a disadvantageous position for your hips, especially when moving from your upper body. Okay, you're gonna keep this arm down, and you're just thinking about raising your shoulder or going into a full range of motion without moving your hips, okay, without really trying to bring any movement like this. Let's say I'm really trying to exaggerate this, okay? So you don't want this right here. You want to keep this all 3 points down, all 3 points. So your knee, both knees, your elbow, and you're really just thinking about extending from your thoracic, okay? And you're tracing your hand with your eyes to get a little bit of neck mobility in there, okay? And then you'll just do the same thing on the way back, okay? The progression here is to just adduct your leg. This is a progressed disadvantageous position. So now it's going to be a little bit more harder for me to get that range of motion. So now I'm going to work with this arm down, and I'm working this. As you can see, it's a little bit harder for me to get that range of motion. Okay, all the way around. But I'm really trying to extend my thoracic and twist, okay? So now my back erectors, my obliques have to work a little bit harder. My shoulder cap's working. It's really tough, okay? And this can really help big time with hip issues, shoulder issues, especially shoulder issues. But that's just a great way to even just to warm up or to cool down, all right? So this is, again, Miguel here in my personal training bay. If you have any questions pertaining to global mobility or anything training-wise, please come see me.